Brad Pitt is back in survival mode, and this time, it's not a war zone, it's not Hollywood glamour, and it's definitely not a clean hero story. It's Brad Pitt, a military veteran with PTSD, a wounded German shepherd, a plane crash in the Alaska wilderness, and a pack of wolves that may have picked the wrong man to attack. Paramount just dropped the trailer for Heart of the Beast, and this looks like pure old-school survival cinema. One man, one dog, one frozen nightmare, and no easy way out. But the biggest reason fans are paying attention is this: Brad Pitt is reuniting with David Ayer, the same director behind Fury. And that matters, because Fury gave Brad Pitt one of his grittiest, heaviest performances. It was brutal, emotional, and raw. Heart of the Beast looks like it's chasing that same intensity, but this time, the battlefield is not a tank. It's inside one broken man's mind. And deep in the Alaska woods, Pitt plays James Belmont, a special forces officer carrying trauma, pain, and a very dangerous sense of loyalty. And the trailer makes one thing clear fast: this is not the kind of man you threaten. Especially not if you threaten his dog. The film introduces Odin, James' disabled German shepherd. And from what the trailer shows, Odin is not just a pet. He is family. He is the emotional heart of the story. He is the one thing James is still fighting for when everything else in his life seems damaged. Then comes the crash. James and go down in the wilderness. Freezing weather. No backup. No comfort. No easy escape. Just survival. And then, the wolves arrive. On the surface, this could look like a simple action thriller. Man versus nature. Veteran versus wilderness. Brad Pitt versus wolves. But the trailer seems to be selling something deeper. Heart of the Beast is also about what happens when a soldier comes home physically alive, but mentally still trapped in the fight. That PTSD angle gives the movie real weight. Alaska is not just a location here. It feels like a mirror of James' mind, cold, violent, isolated, and impossible to control. And that is where Brad Pitt usually hits hardest. He is not just playing a tough guy. He is playing a man who has already survived the worst of humanity, and now has to survive nature itself while protecting the one creature that never betrayed him. That is the emotional hook. Because audiences are not just watching to see if Brad Pitt beats the wolves. They are watching to see if this broken man can make it out with his dog. And let's be honest, movies about a man and his dog hit different. You can put action, guns, crashes, and survival fights in the trailer, but the second the dog is in danger, people are locked in. That is why Heart of the Beast could connect strongly with American audiences. It has the rugged survival energy, the military veteran angle, the loyalty story, and the emotional bond that instantly raises the stakes. David Ayer also knows how to shoot damaged men under pressure. Whether people love or criticize his films, he understands brotherhood, violence, loyalty, and the emotional cost of war. So when you put Ayer back with Brad Pitt, in a story about trauma, survival, and loyalty, this has the chance to be more than just another action movie. The film also stars J.K. Simmons, and from the trailer, his character seems to bring that sharp, dark humor energy, the kind of guy who hears a violent story and somehow finds it funny. But the first trailer is clearly selling one thing above everything else: Brad Pitt against the wild. Heart of the Beast arrives September 25th, and if Paramount handles this right, it could become one of those fall movies that pulls in people who miss intense, grounded, star-driven thrillers. But Brad Pitt was not the only Hollywood name making headlines. Tom Hanks just stepped into a very different debate: whether voice actors should finally get their own Oscar category. While promoting Toy Story 5, Hanks was asked if the Academy should create a separate award for voice acting. His answer was very simple: he thinks the Oscars already have enough categories. His argument is that voice performances are already eligible for acting Oscars. If Academy voters are truly moved by the performance, they can nominate it. But here is the issue. In nearly a century of Oscars, a voice-only performance has never been nominated in a traditional acting category. That is why this debate keeps coming back. Think about Scarlett Johansson in Her. She physically appeared on screen, but her voice carried the emotional weight of the entire character. Then there is Andy Serkis, whose motion capture performance as Gollum became one of the biggest acting debates in movie history. So Hanks may be technically right, the door is open. But Hollywood history shows voters almost never walk through it. And that raises the real question. Is voice acting truly respected, or is it still treated like something less than real acting? The irony is that Hanks himself is one of the most famous voice actors ever because of Woody from Toy Story. So when he says the Oscars do not need another category, people are going to listen, even if they disagree. So this week gave Hollywood two very different conversations. On one side, Brad Pitt is back with David Ayer for a brutal survival thriller about a soldier, his dog, and the Alaska wilderness. On the other side, Tom Hanks is pushing back on a major Oscar debate about voice acting. But both stories come back to one big question. What really makes a performance powerful? Is it Brad Pitt freezing in the wilderness, protecting a dog while haunted by war? Is it Tom Hanks giving life to Woody using only his voice? Or is it all acting, just different ways of making the audience feel something? Heart of the Beast arrives September 25th. And if this trailer is any sign, Brad Pitt may be about to remind everyone why survival stories hit hardest when the danger is personal.